I'm Poornima Vijayashanker, the founder of Femgineer, an education company dedicated to helping techies like yourself level up in your career and build products and companies. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about our upcoming Confident Communicator course. But before I dig into the course, let's talk about you. You have been really heads down, putting in long hours to meet the demands of your company and secretly hoping that all of your efforts will get recognized. Maybe they will, but what if they aren't? You'll probably tell yourself to just do more, put in more hours, or learn a new skill. That will surely get you noticed. Are you sure? Or maybe you have an idea for a project that you want to share with your boss or your teammates, but you're not sure how to go about pitching it. The only way to really get recognized and share your ideas is to speak up. Now, I know what you're thinking. Poornima, speaking up is scary. You might not think you have enough experience or consider yourself an expert. After all, you've only been coding for 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 decades. Or maybe you're new to a role, which causes you to worry about what other people will think, say, or do when you speak. And you might think that speaking up or showcasing your work is too self-promotional, sleazy, or slimy. Or maybe you took the risk and you spoke up, but it didn't work out, and you're gonna tell me, Poornima, I've tried all of that, and it just falls on deaf ears. I'd agree with you 100%. There are definitely people out there who just don't know or care, and no matter how often or loud you speak, it seems like they just aren't listening. During my 12-year career in tech, I've personally experienced all of this. I've been the one to put in the long hours, learned new coding languages, and took additional projects on, only to be passed up for promotions. I also spoke up and had people ignore my ideas and insights. But then I learned a different approach to speaking, one that was authentic and is more closely aligned with my personality, and I'm going to share it with you today. Back when I was the founding engineer of Mint.com, I started to speak to new employees. I'd train and onboard them. I shared all the knowledge that I had. And when I did, people started to recognize my work, and I became the go-to person inside the company. Outside of my company, I spoke at events and conferences. I talked at conferences and shared my experiences building a prototype, securing it, launching it, and scaling it. After all my talks, people approached me. They were interested in working with me, and others were interested in building a relationship that led to opportunities later on in my career. As the company grew, I started to experience new challenges, such as having to pitch projects, provide feedback to teammates, and resolve conflicts amongst my peers. My presentation skills were not enough to handle these challenges. I had to learn to speak persuasively and communicate confidently. Over the past 12 years of my career, I've realized that there is a direct correlation between communication and career growth, even more so than technical chops. I've taken all of my experience and learnings, and I share it in the Confident Communicator course. Through the course, I've taught engineers, designers, product managers, tech entrepreneurs, and technical leaders. They've learned to improve their communication and presentation skills. They too have experienced the benefits of communicating clearly and confidently. It has catapulted their career. We've had students like Tammy Coombs, a user experience designer with 10 plus years of experience, tell us, "I never dreamed about public speaking. I always thought it was only for extroverts and people with a lot of confidence." Femgineer's Confident Communicator course guided me on how to speak and broke it down into action items to get to the goal. I became a better presenter. and Alex Kazakov, a CTO in Madrid, who had given a few talks but didn't really feel like he was really engaging his audience, told us, "While I was pretty good at one-on-one communication, where there was structure and a clear goal to the conversation, I was falling short in settings when I needed to pitch an idea or had time constraints. I would go into too many details and my audiences were getting bored. The course really helped me put together a step-by-step plan of how to prepare a speech and how to identify areas I'll be speaking about and how to connect with audiences so that my speech would be more of a conversation than a lecture." These are just 2 students, but we've had even more who have gone on to speak up and present confidently. The benefits of speaking are endless, but if you're wondering what they are specifically, we have a few. When you speak and showcase your work by teaching people about what you do and the impact it makes, you will attract mentors and sponsors who want to champion your efforts. And number 2, as you teach, you become known as the go-to person for people who are less experienced than you. I know you might still feel like you're not an expert because you're new to a role and worry about what people will think when you speak, which is why in the Confident Communicator course, you will learn how to discover expertise even if you're new to a role or feel like you have a limited skill set. How to identify your ideal audience and create talk topics that will resonate with them. How to identify and perfect interview skills that can land you your promotion or a dream job. And if you care about how you present, we'll teach you how to have a vibrant presence and manage your accent to deliver your presentations like a pro. And if you're concerned about everyday conversations between you and your boss, teammates, or customers, well then we will teach you how to run and participate in effective meetings from Karen Catlin's tried and tested Meeting Maven framework. How to provide constructive and compassionate feedback to team members without being seen as critical. How to articulate technical ideas during team and customer meetings, such as APIs, programming languages, frameworks, and so on, so that non-technical audiences who may not know these concepts will understand you. And how to spread the word about your company at conferences and events so that you can become a magnet to help grow your customer base and recruit many more talented hires. Don't waste another second hoping that someone will recognize your talents and efforts. In 2 months, you'll have the confidence and skills you need to speak up, present, and share your expertise. So, what is the Confident Communicator course? It's an 8-week live online course which is taught only once a year and it's limited to 50 students. I know what you're thinking. How is an online course supposed to help me improve my speaking and presentation skills? Well, unlike most online courses, ours is not a series of recordings. Our course is live, which means we'll be with you every step of the way. Each week, instructors will teach 2 live classes via video on a new module. Because they're live, you get the unique opportunity to ask them questions during class, which is not something you get with most online courses. We'll also record all the classes so you can rewatch them in case you miss something. And you'll receive lifetime access to all the materials, including future updates and additions. To give you hands-on experience, you'll receive exercises to put the lessons that you learn into practice. Then you'll submit the exercises for instructors to review. Instructors will also host a live lab session once a week, and during the lab, they'll provide you feedback to help you improve. And in case you want even more individualized attention, you can sign up for office hours weekly with our instructors or ping us on our Slack channel. You can find dates and times for classes, labs, and office hours below this video. Who are the instructors? We've got 4 very experienced instructors, starting with Karen Catlin, who is a leadership coach and an advocate for women in the tech industry, and co-author of Present, a techie's guide to public speaking. Karen is a sought-after public speaker herself. Karen regularly gives talks at leading tech companies, conferences, and universities. Formerly, Karen was a vice president at Adobe Systems. Next, we have Jeffrey Davis, who is the founder of Speak Clear Communications. Jeffrey has worked with students from a wide variety of cultural backgrounds, aiding students to become engaged, audience-focused speakers, and has developed an affinity to help students to speak English more fluently without losing the use of their accent of origin. Eliza Weinzheimer is a voice and movement coach who believes everyone is capable of having a vibrant presence, even those who are shy or introverted. She helps public speakers become more attuned to the energy in their bodies so they can open up pathways for confident and easy communication that previously seemed impossible. And of course, myself, Poornima Vijayashanker, the founder of Femgineer. I was previously the founding engineer of Mint.com. I have been doing public speaking for 20 years. I've given hundreds of talks that have ranged from technical talks to more general business talks. I've spoken at companies like Atlassian, Altera, Dropbox, Facebook, Fidelity, Google, Pinterest, Intuit, SAP, Spotify, and much more. I've also spoken on panels, given lightning talks, and been invited to speak and keynote conferences. Last year, I co-authored Present: A Techie's Guide to Public Speaking, which has sold thousands of copies worldwide. Who is Confident Communicator Course for? This course has been designed for people in tech who care about advancing their career, have ideas that they want to share, and are committed to improving their communication skills. We've had students take the course who have never given a talk before, and some who have given a couple but want to take their skills to the next level. Hence, it's ideal for a beginner to intermediate level speakers. Our previous students include engineers, designers, product managers, marketers, and technical leads, including CTOs and tech entrepreneurs. Who is the Confident Communicator course not for? Well, if you're just too busy and don't have a few hours a week to dedicate to attending classes, labs, and doing the exercises, then we don't recommend taking the course. We also don't recommend taking this course for people who are interested in getting paid to speak or are looking to work on their investor pitch. Those will not be topics that are covered in this course. How much is the course? Well, I wholeheartedly believe in the quality and results produced by the Confident Communicator course, and you should think of it as an investment in yourself. If you register early, the course is $1,200. And if you wait until the deadline, it's $1,500. We also offer a monthly payment plan to make it more convenient for you to pay. You can find the dates for early registration and the deadline along with the details regarding the monthly payment plan below this video. We also have a number of students who request their company to sponsor the course for them. If you're interested, we have included a one-pager below which you can share with your boss. If you're interested in having teammates attend the course with you, we do offer special group pricing, which is also included below. Remember, we only teach this course once a year, and it's limited to only 50 students. Make the time and believe that your voice and your ideas deserve to be heard. Together, we can catapult your career and impact those of others. I've included a link to register below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the course.